is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are playing spin tires. No, not really, but about as well, I wouldn't say as close as you can get to it in my area, but yes, before everybody rushes to the comments and yells about the tow mirrors being out with no trailer, I wanted to put them out. It was the first time I'd ever tried putting them out, and honestly, I put them back in shortly after. I folded the mirrors back in shortly after because they were hitting everything. But anyway, basically, what I wanted to do in this video is a couple of my friends knew of a couple of spots, and I'm sure you guys saw the first spot in the beginning of the video, the river crossing. But we ended up, or I ended up following a couple of friends of mine in a Jeep YJ. It was like a 1990 YJ down this dirt road, and the dirt road went on for like a while. It went on for quite a ways, and it was it was hilarious because the truck, the Cummins, ended up being really comfortable across the dirt road, whereas in that YJ, they were getting thrown all over the place. The thing is, it's ridiculous. They were getting thrown everywhere in that thing. But, and I mean, those Jeeps aren't really known for their ride quality, but at the same time, I mean, you know, yes, it's not really a quote-unquote luxury vehicle, but, I mean, the ride is not that great. I've driven it, and the ride is, but, I think the biggest thing, though, that was fun about kind of filming this and coming out here was just to kind of take the truck kind of into a more off-road environment for the first time. And no, you know, there wasn't any kind of like crazy mud or anything like that. There's a difference between like light off-roading and off-roading that can cause damage. And this is, I feel like, and that's one of the biggest differences between off-roading and like quote-unquote mudding, because quote-unquote mudding is a little bit harder on a vehicle than just going off-road. And I think that you kind of have to, you know, weigh the difference. I mean, like, how much are you willing to, like, it just depends on how much you're willing to, I guess, possibly break. But, and that may change at one given time or another. But, I can definitely say that it was cool kind of running through these back roads, because it almost felt like, a little bit like kind of Jurassic Park in a way. It had the kind of like Jurassic Park vibe to it. And, because you get off the main road, and you come out here and it's like, there's nothing here. Like, we were like 10 miles back this road or something. It was ridiculous. Now, right about here is when I started to get a little bit, I guess you'd say a little bit fed up with the fact that the tow mirrors were out. And, as you can see, we come to a stop. And shortly after coming to a stop, well, I'll just let the video explain. Yeah. Yeah, about that. They came down. They came down really quickly. But, I mean, and again, it was just something that I'd started driving with them out. And honestly, once the road started getting a little bit narrower and started getting a little bit more overgrown, it was kind of sort of time for those to go. But, and the thing is, too, once the road started to get tighter, it was almost like, I was about to say, I don't know about this, because I was starting to get to the point where it was like, everything on the side of the road was literally starting to grow, like, up over the side of the road, and the road, it almost seemed like it was going to get narrower and narrower and narrower, but, I mean, eventually the road opened up again, but, I mean, as you can see, there's stuff hitting the GoPro. It was a pretty tight road. That is for sure, but I definitely want to do a little bit more off-roading with the truck at some point, and I have some modifications in mind for later on that you guys, you guys will find out what they are when I show them to you guys. I might post a little bit of a teaser of those at some point on maybe my Instagram or something like that. But there's definitely going to be more off-roading on the way, just because it's fun. It's a lot of fun to kind of be off the main road, and I think that since I've been doing a lot of on-road, you know, on pavement style driving for a while, I mean, with the FRS and things like that, it's cool to get into a different environment, because, and I'm sure, you know, anybody that's done a ton of off-roading is going to look at what we're doing now in this video and be like, what do you mean? That's not proper off-roading, you're just driving. You're driving on a gravel road. But, I don't know. It was, I think, the most fun thing about it was kind of just the atmosphere and the kind of, like, the environment that you get into when you drive off-road. And it's almost like you feel like you're playing spin tires. You really do. I mean, especially when you have to go through a river crossing to get to where you're going, you really do feel like you're actually playing spin tires. I mean, it's a really, really cool kind of perspective on things, just because you're like, wow, this is cool. I'm off-road. It's just like a feeling that you're not really used to, but that sort of it does sort of come to mind when you're driving off-road. And depending on what kind of off-roading you're doing, obviously. But I mean, and I'm sure, you know, depending on where you live, off-roading might mean, you know, driving on sand dunes, whereas off-roading for me means more along the lines of like dirt roads, gravel roads, and like, you know, backwoods logging roads and stuff like that. But you know, it's just different kinds of environments, and that's the cool thing about off-roading is that wherever you're from, off-roading is going to be slightly different because the terrain is slightly different. Now, if you guys would like to see more off-roading videos and GoPro videos similar to this one, actually, then let me know in the comment section below, because I would really love to do more videos like this. I had a really, really good time going out and making this video, and what I want to do is get a few more GoPro angles and maybe go to some different places to do, you know, different some different styles of off-roading. But if you guys, like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.